It's hard to believe, but this summer, the Hollywood Casino here in Toledo turned 2. So we're talking a second birthday already. And coming up in our second segment, we're going to talk a little bit about gambling addiction and that issue. It was one of those scary topics before the casino ever opened, but it is real and it is being dealt with on a professional level, and those numbers will surprise you. But we want to set the table for our discussion here on the Roundtable here today. As we said, 2 years ago, the Hollywood Casino opened its doors. It was back in 2009, when we go back, when Ohio voters actually approved casinos, 4 of them, here in the Buckeye State, in Ohio's 4 largest cities, of course. The first opened up in Cleveland. Ours opened up in May of 2012, and then casinos in Columbus and, of course, Cincinnati followed suit thereafter. And as we talk about the casinos, it has been a little bit of a roller coaster ride when you talk about the income levels, or what it is bringing in, the revenue levels, not income. Let's talk revenue for the last few months when it comes to dollars and cents. Figures that we've gotten here at 13 ABC that we wanted to share with you today. The state's 4 casinos brought in $273 million for the fiscal year 2013, which ended in June. That was more than $36 million less than the state predicted. Experts had said that the reason for the drop was most likely competition. You see, 5 racinos opened up since the casino gambling was introduced to Ohio back in 2012. 2 more are scheduled to open in the coming months. And in May, the Hollywood Casino made more than $18 million. That was less than 1% higher than what the casino brought in April. But Mother Nature really affected things at the start of the year as we continue to set the table here on the Roundtable. For the first 3 months of the year, the casino was closed 73.5 hours because of what Mother Nature decided to do to us with that winter weather. So 2014 started off with an intake of some $11.5 million. The next 2 months, casino goers, they pressed their luck, showing the casino a little more love. It brought in more than $32 million combined in February and March. But that is where the climb stops. Last month, the casino ended with just a little more than $16 million in revenue, and Toledo was not alone in that downward trend. The state's 3 other casinos have had even larger drops in revenue from March to April. So once again, you see the numbers that we're talking about right there as far as what's coming in and what's going out. Another issue with the casino, as we continue to talk here about gambling in Northwest Ohio, the elephant in the room, if you will, is when it comes to the Toledo Hollywood Casino building a hotel there on site, doing something that we've already seen the casinos to the north do in Detroit. When will we see here in Toledo gamblers staying longer on the property, i.e., when that hotel is built? From day one, the casino people insisted that there was room to do it there on that property as you look through one of our action cams from downtown Toledo. In fact, back in 2010, a spokesperson for Penn National Gaming was asked by the Toledo Business Journal about the company's decision to not construct a hotel on the property initially. And they said at the time, quote, "We committed to Destination Toledo that we would not build a hotel on or within 10 miles of our property until such time as hotel occupancy rates rise above and sustain an annual occupancy rate of 68%. Continues, a hotel was included in the master plan as a long-range potential option we might pursue if the market warrants, but a decision would be made in consultation with Destination Toledo. Now, we want to let you know, here on the Roundtable, we attempted to strike up a conversation with the city as to where occupancy sits right now here in Toledo, if we have reached that 68% occupancy rate, and if the casino has the green light now to build a hotel there on the property. But at the time of this taping, we were still waiting on final word from the city and still waiting on those numbers. All right, we have set the table. When we return here on the Roundtable, in our next segment, we are going to talk a little bit more about another one of those issues that came up when casino gambling was talked about here in Toledo. They said it was a bad idea because in this economy, you could send good people into a tailspin with addiction issues. We talk gambling addiction on the other side of this break.